What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 51
Yep.
of Menace and The Man.
It's like our honeymoon's over, you know?
What's our honeymoon?
The 50th. 50th.
Oh, why? Is that like a...
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like, I don't know. Our 50th was like kind of magical. Now, it's episode 51. I'm like,
Yeah, I hear you.
It's like, you know, we got to wait till like episode 100
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
for it to be like,
I think 75 is a landmark, too. No?
Where?
What do you mean, where? Here, at Menace and The Man. 75 is going to be a landmark.
No. When does anyone celebrate? Oh, yeah. Like, I feel like your 75th birthday isn't like a big birthday.
Well, we're going to change the game, and we're going to celebrate our 75th episode.
How, Stan?
I don't know. We'll
Get me
find a
excited
way.
about it, because right now I'm not excited about it.
We'll find a way.
What do you mean we? I'm asking you to fucking get me excited here.
I said we will find a way.
Why we? Why can't you find it, Stan?
All right, then I'll try to find it.
All right, good. Because right now I'm not excited about episode 75 as I was for episode 50 or 100.
Oh. All right, let's jump right into Matt Frevola. Let me see.
Matches through that this past weekend.
Yeah, a little controversy. People, which is Luis Pena was his opponent. Luis Pena's like, I won that fight.
I mean,
You didn't watch it.
yeah. The highlights I saw from Matt looked like he fucking beat his ass.
Yeah.
He was like slamming around and shit.
It was definitely 2-1 somebody, and I had it 2-1 Matt. And then he tried to say, Pena was like, I'm never fighting someone in their hometown again. And I was like, he stayed in Tampa. His home is New York, Frevola.
Right.
Yeah, he's not a Tampa guy. He spent a little bit of time in Tampa, but I wouldn't say.
That's like me fighting someone in PA.
Yeah, like you fuck with people from there, and like
Yeah.
you live there for a minute, but that's not your home. Yeah, I think it was just, you know how it is when you.
I won a lot of fights in Pennsylvania, though.
Did you?
Yep.
You know what it is, though. It's almost like sour grapes, if you will.
Yeah.
Like no one likes to lose. It was actually your favorite thing, a split decision. So nobody likes to lose a split decision.
Yeah.
But what it was Pena had a big second round. Like he caught Matt with like a flying knee and fucking caught him with a few punches. But then even Frevola like came back toward the end and like kind of made a case to even steal that round.
What round did Frevola sit?
Third. Sit him down. You saw that? Dropped him. And, bro, the announcers, I love Bisping to death, but Bisping tried to say he didn't drop him. It was a slip. I was like, that looked like...
He got dropped right to his ass. You don't slip like that.
Yeah, no, that was a punch right to the temple, and then when he went to replant his feet, he was like, whoa, I'm a little wobbly right now.
What's his fight name again? Because I like his fight name.
Whose fight name? Violent Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Or the Steamroller?
Yeah, Violent Bob Ross.
Or the Steamroller?
No. I just said it. The Violent Bob Ross, you ninny.
How we sounding? Who dropped you? I just sent you a DM. I just slid into your DMs. And what'd you just say? You like Violent Bob Ross?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great nickname.
That's a good nickname.
But even he's like the Pena. He's like the Puerto Rican or Dominican Bob Ross. Bob Ross was like a white dude. Yeah, you know?
Oh, Bob Ross is Dominican?
No, Luis Pena is Dominican.
I thought he was black.
He could be.
He's like one of those like, I don't know. Is he ginger?
Yeah, he's a ginger. I think he's white and whatever else he is.
I would say negro.
He's white and the other thing, whatever else he is.
What do you, Stan?
I'm white.
Man.
What? It keeps dropping, Matt. Why does our shit always do this?
Only if you had all your birds in a row.
My birds in a row mean ducks?
Yeah, it's a type of bird now.
Is a bird a duck? A duck a bird? I don't know.
Stan, you're kidding me, right?
It might not be. I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to do something else, and you're asking me, like, fucking questions. Bro.
Well, you gotta be able to multitask if you want to be a fucking show producer. My dad's calling me right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's he calling you for?
I haven't talked to him in a few days.
So what does that mean?
Maybe a week or two. Ah, he just keeps tabs on me.
Okay, I'm a guest. Man, I fucking hate the internet. Even though we are streaming here live on the internet.
You only hate the internet because you don't get the internet. Same reason why you hate girls. Because you don't get girls.
I love girls. I get a lot of girls. Don't hate.
Oh, my God. Stan, we went over this.
What did we go over?
How you feel about girls.
Yeah.
Why are you fighting it?
If I hate them, that doesn't mean I still don't pull them. Come on. Why are you gonna be?
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so what are you saying?
I'm saying you hate them.
Yeah, I might. There's a good chance I do.
Is there any girls out there? You think there's a girl out there that can make you not hate them?
I don't know. It remains to be seen.
Wow.
They usually all prove me right.
Yikes.
No?
I mean, I'm not you. You got to answer that question.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh.
It kept dropping us for some reason.
Matt, where are you right now, dude?
I'm at the dog pound right now.
Where the fuck is it? You're adopting a dog?
No, I'm at the dog pound.
What's-
I'm at my boy's house watching the Yankees game, chilling.
Oh, all right. Are you a Yankee fan or a Met fan?
I'm a Met fan, but playoff baseball. I'll watch some baseball in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Frevolas that I know, your cousins. I know they're all diehard Met fans.
Yeah, we're all Mets fans
Yeah.
over here too as well.
All right. So the Frevolas in general are Met fans.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We were just talking about your scrap like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was a good fight, man. Definitely good back and forth. All these fights I'm having are like Rocky fights. They're good.
Violent Bob Ross said he's never fighting someone in their hometown. Would you say Tampa is your hometown?
Well, no. I'm born and raised Long Island, but I lived down in Tampa for 7 years, and I love that city. So I represent Long Island, Strong Island always, and Tampa as well. You know, I came up as an amateur over there. I fought all my beginning of my pro career down there, so I love Tampa.
Well, it's like I spent, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years in Pennsylvania. And let's say I beat someone up in fucking Pennsylvania, so I'd be like, well, I lost because it was in his hometown.
Well, PA is where you start. I mean, not PA. Yeah, you got me saying PA. Tampa is where you found MMA, right? You didn't train before you moved to Tampa, did you?
Yeah, well, I actually first started at Sarah BJJ, and then I got accepted to the University of Tampa, and I was moving down to Tampa, and I went to Sarah and the front desk guys, and I'm like, I'm moving down to Tampa. I want to keep training, and they were like, Matt Arroyo's got a gym. Matt Arroyo was on Sarah's Ultimate Fighter team back in the day. So then that's how I got hooked up with Arroyo, and I was going to school, training, fighting.
Yeah, but how much tail did you get in Tampa?
Oh, it was a good time. You know, UT's fun.
Love fun.
You
Did you get threesomes down there or what?
I mean, yeah, one.
Nice.
One's good. One's good enough. You're in the
More
game.
than Stan.
Wow, what do you mean? I've told you those stories before.
Oh, Stan, you got a threesome in Tampa?
Oh, not in Tampa. Not in Tampa.
Yeah, you fucking loser.
How many
Oh,
threesomes
yeah,
do you
good
have in
times.
Tampa?
Me?
Yeah,
Never tried.
0.
I never tried.
I never tried either. I've never been to Tampa.
Right,
I
you
think
still
I've been
have
to Tampa
0.
once.
Oh, so you're gonna tell me while you're in Tampa you didn't try?
No, I didn't have that.
You're
type
a
of night.
liar.
But I have had a three.
You love Tampa. Tampa's like the #1 strip club capital. It's a good
Oh,
time.
Stan does love strip clubs.
All of South Florida is very deviant. I've had a threesome in Florida, in South Florida.
Wow.
There you go,
Yeah.
Stan.
What were
Yeah.
their names? Or what'd they look like?
Ooh, one
What
was
happened? Oh,
one was cute. The other one was a little bit like our frumpy friend.
yeah.
But you know, hey, it still counts.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I agree.
Yeah, but I just rewatched the fight, and I definitely won that fight. It was close. It was a great fight, but I won rounds 1 and 3, and he won round 2, and I did enough in that round 2 to make it a 10-9. So I didn't get fucking 10-8'd again, and it was a draw like the Lando fight.
That's exactly what I was just saying to Menace. He caught you at that big knee that, I don't know how the fuck you ate that thing. It like almost took your head off.
He was hungry.
And then you came back the second half of that round to almost steal the round, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I stole the round, but it was definitely a 10-9 round. And I was right on point. You know, I knew I won round 1. I knew I lost round 2, and then going into that round 3, it comes down to who wants it more. And you know, I out hustled him, and I went out there and won that fight.
Yeah. Well, by steal the round, I meant if you take out that flying knee, that was your round. But that flying knee was a big strike. That was a big one.
Yeah, definitely.
And the way you fight is exactly the way you beat him. He's a long, tall guy. You just got in his face and fucking just kept pouring it on him. You know.
Yeah.
You can't you know, try and you can't really pick your punches with a long guy like that.
Yeah.
You gotta get in there and fucking make it ugly.
Yeah, these last 2 guys I fought, they're both 6'3" southpaws. So you know, I had to move my head, get on the inside, and make it dirty fight, make it like a dirty fight to get the win. And yeah, you know, that's what I did. And I'm looking forward to the next guy I fight. You know, maybe I'll have some reach on someone.
That's amazing.
That'll be fun.
Now, did I see you swimming today?
Oh, I stay swimming. I mean, I got back in the pool and like I was just kind of like stretching out, and I swam like 300, just nice and light. But I'm swimming like a whale right now.
Yeah, because I saw the whale emoji. I'm like, is that because you're slow or you're fat right now? Because usually people put the dolphin.
Usually it's the shark. Shark. But yeah, I swam a lot this camp. I was up in the North Shore in the bay swimming. I got one buddy, Andrew Justo. He's like a Navy. He's in the Navy, is a rescue diver in the Navy or a veteran. Yeah. And we would swim in the bay, and we'd like swim from my house all the way over to Centerport Beach. And you know, when you're out there, it's like that third round, you know. But out there, if you stop swimming, you drown, you die.
Right.
Yeah, that's something I saw you say. You were like, you know, first round was whatever, second round was whatever, and I win every third round.
Yep. Third round comes down to who wants it more.
Yeah, I feel like Menace is that type of fighter too. I've never seen Menace lose a third round.
Hell yeah, dude. Got that Strong Island blood.
And something me and Menace would always say in those type of situations, had you and him been fighting to the death, who was surging when the bell rang, you know?
Yeah, I was 5-round fight, I finished him.
Yeah. And he's tough, bro. Like, who I forget, who are we talking to about how white people bruise and bleed more than Spanish or black people? That's what it was.
Me?
No, we had a guest on, and he brought it up. But, like, yeah, you were catching him, and it just seemed like after the fight he had no bruises on him, but he ate some solid right hands, some solid left hooks.
Yeah, I definitely landed my shots. He's got a nice beard, so it probably covered it up a little bit.
Yeah, if only half your face is showing.
Well, I saw him post after the fight. He was like, "How did I lose that fight? I'm covered in your blood."
I mean, I'm sure he rewatches the fight and then he'll see how he lost the fight. So
yeah,
you know what? Rematch him.
Hey, you know, he keeps winning. I keep winning. It'll. I definitely see our paths crossing again in the future, and I look forward to it. Higher stakes.
Oh, for sure. He's tough. He comes from a really good gym. He comes from AKA.
Did you say steak?
No. Higher stakes.
Yeah, I know.
Or stakes. Yeah.
So how long would they say for the eye? What do you got there? A few weeks before that thing heals?
I got little stitches in my eye. I probably come out in a couple days. And then some bruising. And my body's just sore right now, you know. I might have a broken toe, but we'll see.
Oof, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the toe right next to the big toe. So I'll just tape those together. I'll be ready for flag football for the Skulls to win the Long Island Championship.
When's that?
Well, I'm sitting here with Captain Brian here.
Captain Brian, what's up, dude?
He's our quarterback for the Skulls, and he said they're gonna put me through the combine, make sure I can do everything on the field, and then he said I got to work my way up from the special teams. So I'll get on the special teams, make a couple plays, and couple long snaps.
Because I've been seeing your guys' game, and you guys are pretty legit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's fun.
It's flag, right?
Bro, why aren't you on their team?
Menace, I could get you a tryout on the Skulls.
Oh, damn.
I could get you a tryout.
I mean, the kid's nice. Kid's nice.
Man,
now the thing is, hang on. The thing is, let's say I get on this team. That's a $300. Like, that's not what I'm paying the team. That's like what I need to look good. Like, that's cleats, that's sweatbands. The gloves, the socks, the right shorts. Like, I'm not going out there looking like a jabroni.
Well, no, understandable.
That's a $350, all right, Fine, I'm on.
That's an investment in
Has
yourself.
to be, what you guys are red and black, right?
Of course.
So I get all red, black, and white fucking accessories.
Yeah, we'll get
fucking,
you.
I got the fangs in. I'll probably put in like fucking red contacts for no reason, even though I got a fucking blacked out visor.
We'll see if you could earn a jersey.
What's up?
We'll see if you could earn a jersey.
Shit. Fucking earn a jersey.
Do you have any other UFC fighters or professional athletes on the team?
No. I always mess around, try to get Volante and Weidman and we'll see. I mean, I don't know if Aljo's got the hands, but we'll put
earn a jersey. Did he just say earn a jersey?
Oh, Menace is hurt right now.
Now,
come on. You want to do the combine with me?
Yeah, maybe I do.
All right, let's do it.
Send him the address, and I think Menace is going to show up.
Send location.
All right, I will. Done.
And you were saying swimming. Did anyone or Menace or Matt, you guys see that video of Khabib swimming in like sub-zero water upstream?
No.
Wow.
In high altitude.
That's what you got to do. I'm telling you, like, especially swimming in the cold now. I want to get back in the bay now while it's cold. It's like double whammy.
Yeah, you're getting a little.
They just released the video of Khabib in Dagestan. It's fucking cold water. He's swimming upstream against like a strong current, and it's at altitude. So and everyone's posting like, "Oh shit, that must be where he gets his cardio from."
Oh yeah, that cold therapy is the truth. Like when I was like getting close to the fight, I was doing cryo every day. I was doing ice baths like at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man. That's so much recovery right there. And it's just good for the mind. Because you never, like, you know what? I want to take an ice bath right now. You know what? I want to go sit in 300-degree fucking little box. You never want to do that. But you're like, I'm going to do it.
The cold therapy gets you hard. Not in a sexual way. But like your body gets fucking hard.
Well, who told me? Menace, you told me that, and then who told you that? Caleb, about the ice?
Yeah, I would do cold showers. Just getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, like a month out from a fight.
But then even there's a thing with cold showers raises your testosterone.
Yeah, it raises your testosterone. It reduces inflammation. It tightens the skin. It does a bunch of shit.
Gets you hard.
Yeah, gets you hard.
And so, Matt, you said before, you fuck with G Fuel? You've had G Fuel as a sponsor before? You've tried G Fuel?
Yeah. I'm always, I love the G Fuel. I'm boys with Mickey. If you know Mickey at Gamma Labs?
Yep.
One of my high school buddies. We go way back. So Mickey's always hooked me up with the Gamma Labs, the G Fuel, and I love that shit.
Every time I come in the office, and you're fighting,
we stay on the G Fuel.
We're all going.
Have you tried the new cans yet?
No, he was telling me about those like years ago and said they were coming and those are the future.
Oh, they're fucking amazing, but they're stronger. Like if you drink a whole can, you're gonna be fucking wired.
They're 300 milligrams of caffeine.
When can I get those everywhere?
They're in
some gas stations I know of right now. I don't know if they're in like 7-Eleven yet, but I think that's what Cliff's goal is to get them in 7-Eleven.
Or I promise you, if you come in studio for Menace and The Man, we'll have a case for you. Or if you just come to Gamma Labs in general, they'll give you some.
Yeah, I'll definitely be through. I'm gonna be around now.
Yep.
I'm heading up to Boston on Friday for Weidman's fight. I'm pumped about that.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that fight, man.
Yeah. Weidman's
you know what? Chris Weidman, he's my boy. He's your teammate. Dom Reyes has come on the show twice. I'm like, man, 3 times.
3 times.
I don't even know. Like, where is my loyalty?
It's got to be. You got the Strong Island blood in you.
I know,
it's gonna be a good fight. These are two guys. Dom Reyes, undefeated, up and comer, and Weidman, veteran. Former champion, and it's a #1 contender fight for sure at that weight.
Yeah, that's the rumor. Is the winner of this is going to be the one who fights John Jones next, because they want to sell that.
Wow.
It's either going to be. It'll probably wind up being John Jones versus Weidman if Weidman wins at like the Barclays Center or something in February.
I mean, I just think if Chris does his wrestling, it's
Yeah,
that's the game. That'll be the game changer.
Because I think stand up, they're both pretty good.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think the X factor would be if Chris can land his takedowns.
It's a tough fight to pick. I would obviously root for Weidman from being from Long Island, having mutual friends with them. But then when you look at it on paper, you're like, ugh. Moving up to 205, fighting an undefeated kid.
Hey, it's a number one contender fight. That's how it's got to be, you know.
Yeah, and like,
but when he fought for a title last time, did he didn't have a number one contender fight for the title?
A little bit. Him versus Munoz was kind of a number one contender fight.
No, it wasn't.
It was. Munoz was very highly touted at that point.
He was highly touted because he had done a lot, but I don't think he was.
Munoz had just beaten Damian Maia, and he had a couple big wins. Munoz was up there. Munoz was in like the top 4.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh. Very well.
What other fights you looking forward to this weekend? Is that the only New York guy on the card? Is Weidman?
Yeah, that's the only New York guy, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, a bunch of the fights are good. I like that Randy Costa. Randy Costa's a Boston guy. Lozon's fighting. I like all of the Lozon guys.
Oh yeah, you gotta always watch Joe Lozon when he fights.
Yeah.
Where is he on the card?
I'd assume he's going to be definitely televised because he's going to get a huge crowd pop.
I didn't even notice he was still fighting.
Yeah. He's fighting an up and comer guy off the Contender Series. Definitely a guy I had on my radar, or I have on my radar. I don't remember his name, but he looked good on the Contender Series.
Jonathan Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27-year-old.
How old's Joe now?
Joe might still be young. Like, he might 35. So, yeah,
Joe started fighting when he was like 18, right?
Yeah,
17.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. We got Macy Barber versus Jillian Robertson. That should be a good one.
I got Macy Barber there.
Do you?
Yep.
Jillian Roberts has been killing it getting those submissions, right? She's a grappler, ATT girl.
Why don't we just go through the card right now while we got
Frevola with us? But I think Jillian,
she's a Florida girl, trains at ATT,
and she trains with the homie Dean Thomas, is like her head coach. So
okay. I just think that Macy chick's nasty with those elbows.
This is true, but I think Jillian Robinson's nasty with the elbows too, and jiu-jitsu. Jillian's got she looks sweeter than she is.
Greg Hardy.
With her red hair?
Greg Hardy's on there.
Menace's Clash of Clans homie, Greg Hardy.
No, he don't call, he don't write.
Because didn't you say Depot kicked him off the squad?
Yeah, I think so. Court McGee's fighting Sean Brady.
Yeah, so like these ones we don't really know.
What do you mean? Where's Court?
Do you know Sean Brady?
I don't, but I know Court McGee well.
Yeah.
Is that at 55 or 70?
Ooh, good call.
70.
Good. That's another good call because that dude should not be at 155.
And that's a tough one. Sean Brady, apparently a young up-and-coming guy, says he's 10-0, so
oof.
They're throwing some smoke Court McGee's way. We don't care about Daniel. Not that we don't care about the fighters, but we don't know Daniel Spitz or Tanner Borsay.
I'm just focused on people I know.
That's the debuter versus the young.
That Kyle Bochnik.
So now you're a big fight fan, Frevola, right? Like you follow the sport a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I watch all the fights.
Oh, yeah, I watch all the fights. Menace is kind of a casual, so that's why I'm like his link to fighting now.
That dude that fought Zabit.
I do a little betting here and there. You know, all my buddies are degenerate gamblers, so you know.
All right, it's good to hang out with people like that.
Versus Sean Woodson.
Sean Woodson, I don't know, but I know Bochniak. Bochniak is from up there. He's a
Boston guy.
Yeah, CES
yeah, he's
guy.
a guy he had that war with Zabit. All right.
Yes, and then he lost to Charles Rosa.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know either of these chicks.
I wanted to fight Charles Rosa in Boston when I was trying to get a fight. I remember that.
At 55 or 45?
Well, I was trying to. I could never make 145. I was trying to get him at 55. I was just trying to get a fight, and he called me fat on Twitter. Actually.
Oh,
what?
Did he?
Yeah.
How? Like, what was the contents of him calling you fat?
I think I called him out. I was trying to get fight him in Boston, and then called me fat or something.
What? Hang on, you need to get a little more detail here.
Pull
like, what was your call out?
You gotta look
Charles
at my
Rosa,
Twitter,
I think you're trash.
Yeah. something like that.
So that's like a tough one for us now. So we've had Manny Bermudez on the show like 3 or 4 times. He has the same last name as Menace, so they like play around, joke like they're cousins.
If you didn't catch that, he's got the same last name as me.
Yeah, I heard him on your show.
And then Charles Rosa we had on. We have some friends from American Top Team and whatnot, some of his coaches, and then when we had him on, he's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, cool cat.
Yeah, we can't hate that guy. But then for that fight, it's like, who do you think wins that fight, Matt?
I hope I think Bermudez. I'm gonna go with Bermudez just because Charles Rosa called me fat, so I'm gonna root against him.
Menace calls me fat every week.
Yeah,
but he said sing it.
Bermudez winning just rolls off the tongue nice. I gotta go that way too.
Bring it, don't sing it. Sign the contract and ship your fat steamroller ass up to Boston and end up like the rest of them.
Wow. What did you say before that, though?
Those are fighting words.
I said...
I love this right now.
Oh, no. I commented, he like posted something like, who wants to see me fight in Boston? I said, you trying to get steamrolled.
Ooh. And you were in the UFC at the time?
Yeah. This was before. It was after I.
This was last year.
No. It was after I beat Jalen Turner, and I wanted to fight October, and I wasn't getting a fight, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I want to fight, and then Boston. Weidman was ahead. I wanted to fight Australia, and then I wanted to either fight. This was when the UFC was in San Francisco before they moved to Tampa, so I wanted to either fight Australia, San Francisco, or Boston. So I was just calling guys out. And then they switched the UFC from San Francisco to Tampa, and I was like, I know I'm fighting in Tampa because I got roots there.
I feel like you're. I mean, is that organic for you to call people out, or you've been rolling with Al Quinta a little bit, or just maybe a mix?
No, I don't really.
Or you get the sports.
I don't.
Or you get the sports.
What?
Or you get the sport in terms of like, hey man,
the way the sport is now,
like how you get the fights you want. You got to just be a little bit vocal. Not that you necessarily mean them, or what you're saying.
No, you're absolutely right. You nailed it. Like I don't usually call people out like that, but like I said, I wanted to fight, and I was talking with my manager, and I was like, let's get a fight booked. And then we didn't hear anything. Sean Shelby doesn't get back to us, of course, and then. And then I'm talking with my brother. You know my brother Jimmy. They call him Cheese. He's like talk shit on Twitter. So then just I keep it tasteful. He sends me. He tells me to say some shit, and then and I'll make it into my own or something like that.
Yeah,
but I get how the sport is now,
Well, even Rosa and Bermudez, they're fighting this week. They were super peaceful with each other. Menace tried to stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah, try a little bit.
And was like, we just talked to Manny Bermudez. This is what he said. What do you got to say to him? And Rosa was like, oh, he's cool. He's a nice guy,
you can't force it,
yeah.
Like this last guy I fought, Luis Pena, he was like respectful before the fight and everything, But I did a little Twitter thing, call him out too as well. What did I say to him? No, I called out Luis Pena on Twitter too, and I got that fight. So kind of now that as long as I keep winning, I think I could dictate where I want my career. Who I want to fight, when I want to fight.
Yeah, Luis Pena and Jared Gordon were going back and forth a little bit, trying to fight each other, and they were being super respectful. So it's probably like. When Sean Selby sees that, he's probably like, I'm good. I'm good on this. He'd rather see people talk shit, and then it's like, that's the fight to make.
Yeah, I think, each situation you look at, and you'll see if it, tickles your fight fancy in a way,
Yeah. So, who's your manager, by the way? I heard you say your manager.
Matt Arroyo. He's my head coach down at Grace Tampa South, and he's been in my corner.
Oh, so he manages you as well.
Yeah, and then he manages. He talks with the UFC and does all that stuff too. And then obviously Longo as well. Everything goes by Longo.
Oh yeah, Matt Arroyo is an OG. He was on Tough. I forget which season.
It was the Sarah versus Hughes.
Yeah, I used to live in Florida, so like even he was all the way up in Tampa, but I always heard about Matt Arroyo. He was big on the jiu-jitsu scene for a minute, or maybe still is. Yeah.
Yeah, still is. He's a beast.
So now we'll jump into the main card of UFC Boston. We have Deron Winn versus Darren Stewart.
Deron Winn, is that wrestler?
Deron Winn is Mini DC. He's from AKA.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with him.
He beat Tom Lawler. He's very highly touted, is what they say about him.
That's the guy that's like 5'6", fighting at 185.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I'm
he
gonna
still
go with
fighting
him.
At 185.
Yeah, this is at 185. I mean, he beat Tom Lawler. Tom Lawler's no scrub. Tom Lawler's fucking good.
No, this dude was on the Olympic ladder for wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a beast wrestler.
So he grabs a hold of you, you're in trouble.
Bro, he fights like DC. Did you see him in his... Who'd he fight? Eric Spicely he beat in his UFC debut.
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
He throws fucking... He's like a mini DC. He throws like meat hooks. Like lunging hooks, and he has an iron chin. So at 5'6", when you face someone that small, the tie clinch is there all day. So Eric Spicely kept grabbing a tie clinch and just feeding him knees, and he would just eat it and go to like that...
Oh, no, a counter tie.
Yeah, go to that like collar tie and was
Over-tie.
working over tie and was working takedowns. So he's tough.
Yeah, that clinch position is definitely like there's either the Muay Thai side of the clinch where you're landing knees, landing strikes, and then but a wrestler could definitely like neutralize that with as long as the wrestler like understands the Muay Thai aspect a little bit, you could use his hips and use that Greco-Roman wrestling, you know.
Yeah, especially with the cage.
Oh yeah,
you have no hips if he just pushes you back against the cage. But all right, so we're all unanimous there. We're going with Deron Winn.
Yeah.
Then we have Macy Barber versus Jillian Robertson.
I got Macy Barber.
I got Jillian Roberts submission.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jillian Robertson. I think Macy Barber's still young in the game. I could see her maybe overwhelming Jillian, but I think Jillian, unless the referee jumps in and we get like one of those stoppages, but I think Jillian Robertson.
Macy Barber's the higher ranked woman too here.
Yeah.
So.
And I think the winner of this might be next for Paige Van Zandt.
Ooh.
Macy Barber's been calling her out. Jillian Robertson is on like a roll. Yeah.
Look at that ceiling. That's a nice ceiling, dude.
Oh, they live in fancy over there.
Yeah, you know it, the dog pound.
Is that a bouncer pad or what?
I mean, it's out
black
of the
leather
house.
couch.
You like that though?
Posters. Oh, Mike Piazza.
And then Darnold, the future.
Okay.
Who is that? Sam Donald? Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
He's the future.
Oh, that's the Jets quarterback. I was thinking of the Giants quarterback. I'm like, that's not his fucking name. Who
you
the
didn't
fuck's
look at the colors of the fucking uniform, you idiot?
No, I was reading the name first. I'm a fucking idiot. We know this.
Yeah, you are.
So, Joe Luozon versus Jonathan Pierce.
I'm going to say that the old dog still has it.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Lozon.
I'm going to root for him.
Well, hang on. So there are a lot of times where I root for somebody, but I say who I think's going to win.
Listen, I pick with my heart, so I'm going with Lozon. I'm not going to put any money on it, though.
Yeah, like I love Luozon, but I feel like he's on a slide right now. Let me check him out real quick. But super nice guy. Have you ever met Lozon?
Yeah, he was at the Atlanta fight.
He lost his last 3. He's won 1 of his last 5.
Yeah, he's had a little tough skid as of late. But yeah, I met him when I was younger, and he was obviously like the same age as me fighting. I met him at like the Tropicana for a Ring of Combat once.
Actually, I want Joe Lozon to win, but he lost to Clay Guida, so I got to throw my vote the other way. Not that I think Clay Guida's a bad fighter.
Well, I feel like Guida had a little resurgence as of late, so that could be what that was.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go Jonathan Pierce. I'm rooting for Luozon, but I think Pierce might take that one.
Yeah.
If I'm a betting man.
Yeah, from the betting man.
You know what?
Hey,
DM me the odds on that one.
From your bookie, Menace might place some money on it.
Pierce is definitely the favorite, right? Minus 140.
Pierce is minus 140.
Yeah, I think so. 145.
Oh, your boy next to you gambles, huh? He knew where to look. Yeah.
I got it out.
No.
So then we got Greg Hardy versus Ben Sassoli.
I'm going to go with my guy, Greg.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Ben Sassoli. Let's see. The UFC didn't even care enough to put his record up or his picture up. So.
Oh, man. They're trying to feed Greg Hardy again?
He's an Australian dude named the Combat Wombat.
Wow.
So I think that's a tough fight for him.
For who?
For Ben Sassoli. I think Greg Hardy is at the point right now, unless you're a high-level wrestler or jiu-jitsu guy, it's going to be tough on
Well,
the feet.
hang on. If you really know how to strike, I think you beat Greg Hardy too.
I think if you could survive his early onslaught, then you can beat him later. You just got to survive that.
Take him
that
3 minutes in.
storm.
Yeah. At heavyweight, it's
Weather-
3 minutes
weather
in.
the
Yeah.
storm.
All right, I'm going to go Greg Hardy. And then
I'm going the other guy.
you going the other guy? You think he's going to weather the storm?
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, you gotta like after watching Greg Hardy fight, you figure that out, and execute that.
But again, he's with a good team. He's with American Top Team. I'm pretty sure Dean Thomas is his coach as well.
Might be.
Yeah, so I think when you have good coaching, you can make advancements.
We had Dean Thomas on the show now twice, and Stan's obsessed with him.
No, I'm not. What do you mean? I'm talking
Hang
about
on,
fighters he coaches.
Hang on, there's nothing wrong with being obsessed with him, Stan.
I'm not obsessed with him.
You're like, if he coaches anybody, you're like, he must be great.
No, I think American Top Team is great, and they are a great gym. And I think if you work with some of the coaches from there, you probably get really good looks every day in practice. Probably are comparable, if not better than your opponent.
I agree with you, but you constantly point it out every time.
I've only pointed it out
Are
twice.
they giving you money underneath the table?
No.
I don't know about.
I've only pointed it out twice. Let's not argue in front of a guest.
Tonight.
Let's not argue in front of a guest.
I'll fucking smack you in front of the guest.
Oh,
I mean,
you would never.
He makes a good point.
So now, Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens.
Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be a banger.
I think he poked the bear. I think Jeremy's gonna kill him.
I'm going Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, I'm going Jeremy Stevens as well.
Unless Yair can land a cartwheel kick or some weird shit that Jeremy doesn't see, I think Jeremy's gonna maul him.
I agree.
Like he poked the bear. He pissed Jeremy Stevens off. Like you could have got away with just Jeremy Stevens having his game face on and just being his normal mad self, but now you actually pissed him off.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. I picked Jeremy even on the first matchup too, but that, like you said, I think he's just fired up now even more, and he gets inside the kicking range and just like lets those hands loose, body, head, and finishes them like with some hands. That's what I'd like to see.
Did you watch the eye poke fight?
Yeah, that was horrible. That
like Jeremy Stevens isn't a bitch. Like he was really fucked up. Like he would have continued even with an eye poke,
Yeah, it was definitely affected him, and he would have continued if he could.
One of my favorite things was after the fight. I always say, like, we always reference when Keeping It Real goes wrong here on Menace and the Man from Chappelle. When Yair started yelling at Bisping.
Oh yeah, yo, Bisping almost chokeslammed him.
Bisping was ready to fuck him up.
Didn't Bisping comment on that?
Yeah, on our Instagram. Bisping was like, agreed. When I told him, I wrote like, Yair almost had a Keeping It Real goes wrong moment, yelling at Bisping.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, like Bisping's always been one of those guys too. Like he always fucks with Dominic Cruz, and he's like, you're a little guy. What are you gonna do to me? I'm fucking huge compared to you, So he probably looks at Yair similar. Like you're a featherweight. I'm a fucking middleweight, light heavyweight.
Like I'm a man.
Yeah,
I'm a man, and you're a boy.
He's a fighter through and through, and he'll be doing that when he's like 80 years old too.
Oh my God! Did you see the thing of him taking his eye out?
No, I didn't see it. I heard about it though.
Oh my God! And now the talk is now they asked Dana White if he was tricking the athletic commissions, and he's like, no, there's no chance they would have checked his eye. But then at the same time, it's fucking Michael Bisping. Like maybe they were kind of just giving him the quick pass through the medicals because of who he is. He had a fake eye.
Yeah,
I'd have to see it because when I saw him in California, it was super cloudy and like it looked like a fucking like goblin's eye. It was like he was a fucking witch or some shit.
Yeah, and even like what I heard he did, he had oil injected into his eye so that way his detached retina wouldn't like move over.
And he couldn't get the surgery done or whatever until after he's done fighting. And I remember like talking to him and being like, "Where do I look?" Because I can't stop looking at that fucking eye.
Oh, man.
And you're a lot bigger than me, and you have a temper, and I don't know. I don't want to like really piss you off, but
I met him for the first time over the weekend. He was super cool, and I didn't really notice it, but now that I next time I see him, I got to inspect that a little bit more.
Hang on, no.
Well, now he's got the eye in. He's got the fake eye in now.
Because the eye that he was fighting with was like fucking some Blair Witch fucking like clouded eye. Like the whole thing was almost white with like a fucking light blue. It was fucked up.
Yeah. But kudos to that dude. Like what he did. He won the middleweight title with that eye.
Yes, he did.
They say that the fight with Belfort, TRT Belfort, is how that happened.
Oh.
He got hit with the head kick and it fucked up his eye. But kudos to that guy. So main event: Dominic Reyes versus Chris Weidman.
I think this is the closest of the card of like
The closest fight on the card.
Yeah.
Who's the favorite?
Yeah, let's go to the bookies. Let's see what we got.
Yeah. Let's see. Reyes minus 165.
Reyes minus 165.
Weidman plus 145.
Weidman plus 145.
So they got Weidman as a slight underdog, not a big underdog.
Yeah. Yeah, Weidman all day.
Oh man.
So give us a little insight. What have you been seeing? Like, how's he looking? How's he feeling at the gym? I know you have your own shit going on.
He's looking good. He had Kamosi out for I want to say like 3 weeks. Kamosi was out training. They were sparring, and then when I left, he had Wonderboy come, so he was training a lot with Wonderboy too. He's at Sarah BJJ all the time. He's at Law all the time. He came out to hot yoga. We started doing hot yoga together.
Yeah, that's that shit.
Yeah, so we've been doing that, and I know he's been swimming too.
That's good though.
Yeah.
He brought out.
Would you say he's taking this fight
southpaws.
more serious than other big fights?
He's always training hard, but he's definitely working real hard now.
I mean,
it was awesome because we were all in camp together, so I was able to like fucking work hard alongside him and Al. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
but
because I fought in the same card as him once when we were doing those hill sprints. I don't know if you guys ever did you do it this summer at the high school. Ask him about me, your boy. Ask Aljo too. They both. Aljo beat me once.
You haven't beaten Marab's record though.
Marab was there, I think. What do you mean?
All I know is Marab's got that record for 3 5-minute rounds. How many times you like run up and down the hill?
What is it?
I got to find out exactly, but
I would like to say I did 8. Is that a lot?
I think that's pretty good, but
I forget what.
I think Marab's up at like 13, 14, somewhere around there.
Does Marab crush Aljo?
No, they're close. They're close.
Well, I beat Aljo by like a lap.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Menace has like
you're a beast, bro.
he now has the "you're telling me I got to try out for the team" face on again.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you're telling me I'm not the fastest one?
Like, I mean, shit, dude.
Yeah, those hills are no joke.
Yeah, we go to high school. Did you guys get kicked off this summer?
No, they're still running.
No, I know. There was like we came. I forget what day, and like.
Yeah, the hills at
Chris had to be Chris and be like, "Hey, guys, come on. We're just trying to like. What do you mean we can't work out here?
Oh, he had
turn into mayor.
He had to pull the Chris Weidman card.
Yeah, he pulled the Chris Weidman card.
Yeah.
I think the guy was like, "You guys gotta leave." We're like, "Okay, whatever." We just ran it anyways. Like, what are you gonna do? Drag us off?
Which one of us do you want to get your ass kicked by?
Call the cops. Chris knows the cops. Like,
you hit him with the "We're not fucking leaving." We're not fucking leaving. All right, so I think I'm gonna lean towards Chris Weidman. You guys are going Weidman as well.
Yeah,
I think Chris is the more well-rounded fighter. I do think Dominic has the better chin.
Do you know what it is with Weidman too? He's had hard luck in his losses. Like he was beating Jacare, and then he just got caught.
Right, yep.
I thought he was beating Musasi before the fouls and the whole like debacle that happened there.
I agree.
Every loss he's had, he's in every fight.
I agree.
Oh, and then I was gonna say, who's the other one? The other one was Yoel. He was out wrestling Yoel and beating Yoel before
that's
flying
the
knee.
fight game. Especially those big guys. You get caught with really anyone. You get caught one shot, it could change the fight. Yeah, I like Weidman not having to cut any weight too. Like,
oh my God, hang on, that changes so much. I think he's gonna have a better chin.
He's still cutting something. He doesn't walk at 200. He walks like 220, 230.
Yeah, but he's healthy right now. He's
cutting 20 pounds versus cutting 40 pounds is a fucking
Yeah, that like I remember hearing like especially after the IV got taken out, Weidman struggled making 185, or like struggled with the recovery after making 185.
Yeah, I mean, definitely got to make that adjustment.
I'm. This is just a. Oh, why? Hang on. Do you know why it's on a Friday?
No. Are you asking me or Matt?
No, I'm asking Matt. I don't know. Just because I already asked you.
They're probably just trying to try another fight night on a different night of the week. See
Well,
if
it's an
they get enough
ESPN.
views.
It's an ESPN. You think maybe there's too much like college football on ESPN on Saturday?
It's not hockey season, right?
Could be. Yeah, it could be.
Is it hockey season or hockey season not going on right now?
Dude, he already just said it's a college football.
It is.
Oh, it is hockey season right now.
Yeah.
It could be they went to Boston and they couldn't get a venue because it could be a hockey game or something on Saturday. I don't know. Something. Who knows? You have to ask. That's like a Dana White question or a fucking Hunter Campbell question.
I don't know him.
But so Matt, what are you looking for next? Throw a name out at us.
The guy who just got fight of the night in Australia.
Hooker? Did Hooker get fight of the night?
No, the other Australian 55er. But yeah, definitely eventually Hooker.
Ooh, that was a tough one because we always talk about the calf kicks here on Menace and the Man. So yeah, he beat Al with those calf kicks.
Yeah, he did. But you pull up that Australia card, the fight of the night. There was a 55er who won fight of the night. He's an Australian guy. He's on the same team as Hooker and Adesanya.
Man, they got some
Is this
team.
a game right now? A guessing game?
Oh, I'm gonna put him up right now.
What?
Let's see. Was it? No, it wasn't Jake Matthews. Oh, Brad Riddle.
Yeah.
Brad Riddle.
Yeah, he just got fight of the night at 155. Heard that was a good fight, and that'd be cool to go out Australia, fight, beat him up, and then I'll get to fight, and then I'll call out Hooker. I'll beat up Hooker.
Do you want to go all the way to Australia for that though? Get him to come to Brooklyn.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd be down with that, but I've always wanted to travel and go to Australia, and might as well go for a fight. I wanted to fight on that same card as Al as well. You know, I love traveling and fighting, but I love fight. I mean, you know, if they come to Nassau Coliseum, you know, I got to get on that card.
I feel like they don't do Nassau until the summertime.
Yeah, the last time they did it was Weidman Gastelum, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then I know they do the Barclays usually every like February or March.
Yeah.
So they're probably coming back to the Barclays soon. And rumor I heard today or something I read today was they're going to do maybe Khabib versus Tony.
February, March lines up nicely for what I'm thinking too, so that'd be nice.
Yeah. So when's the next FrevFest? We sucked that we missed the last FrevFest.
Nah. We're probably not invited now, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
no, we got 86.
You're always invited. I was waiting for you to bring your whole setup. We were gonna do the live.
I just made a bad decision. I was going through like some shit.
It's all right. The good thing about FrevFest is there's always next year.
Yeah.
Always next year.
Yeah, Menace chose to hang out with a girl, and then I hung out with my boy and his girl and her friend, and they were
on their way, and then the girls were like, "What?
Why are we going all the way there?" And I was like, "You stick in the mud, bitch."
Listen,
I can't believe you.
There's every summertime, you know, we throw down for FrevFest, and everyone's welcome, and if the stars align, you end up there. So.
Ooh, the stars didn't align that night, but next FrevFest, we're putting it in pencil or pen, whatever you want to call it now.
Yeah.
Menace and the Man episode, whatever the fuck it will be, live from FrevFest.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds good.
That sounds like a plan. All right, Matt, you're the man. Thank you for joining us. We appreciated you going over UFC Boston with us.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Great fight. Did you really, Menace?
Yes.
You didn't sound enthused. So,
listen, Menace, when you want to try out for the Skulls, you can come and do the combine with me.
When?
Probably next week, probably.
What time? I got work till 3:30.
All right, well, I'll give you an hour to like rest, get a little.
Nah, I'll come in my boots.
Ooh, let me know the time. I want to come film this. I feel like that'd be amazing TV or amazing content.
Just go Dick's buy some gloves. Oh shit!
All right, I'll stay in contact, guys.
All right, Frevola, you're the man. Thank you for joining us.
I miss you, dude.
All right.
Next time you sit right here.
Oh yeah, and even that next time you're coming in studio, just let us know. It could be next week. It could be 2 weeks. You know where G Fuel Studios is, or G Fuel Gamma Labs, the
You can do a
headquarters?
twofer. Get yourself 2 cases of G Fuel and get on the show.
Some of these.
Yo, when Wade's fighting soon, right?
Fight's Thursday.
This week.
Let's fucking go.
You can get some of these bad boys.
Hell yeah.
Bro, they're
Yeah.
amazing. So.
I'm pumped for Wade to fucking go out there and get that $1 million.
Same.
So,
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
And
All right, guys.
he's dialed in, so hopefully it happens this year.
Hell yeah.
All right, Matt, you're the man. Thank you again for joining us.
Peace, bruv.
He's a good egg, that one.
Yep. Better than you.
Is he?
Yep.
I'm sure he has his situations and his moments where he's better than me. So even we don't want to wait for Ashley, right?
What's waiting? How long's waiting?
I don't know. She said definitely 8, but then she also texted me before and said she was ready to go now while we were on the phone with Matt.
Whatever you want to do.
It's whatever you want, Menace. This is the Menace and the Man show. Man is like written smaller. It's Menace in big bold letters.
When I look at your shirt, they're the same size.
I didn't design this. Your boy fucking Michelino designed this. I didn't tell him to make it like this.
Oh. Well, you're the producer.
So it's up to you, man.
Oh, because I'm the producer?
Yes. You know what I wanted to do even when we started? I hit up Tyrone James, and I've seen Algieri post about it. Let's send a little, I'm not a big religious guy, but some prayers or well wishes out to the homie Patrick Day.
Yeah.
The boxer who's currently in a coma right now. Boxing's a rough sport, man.
I've been seeing that more. Did
Yeah.
a boxer die like not too long ago?
Yeah. And even a boxer died not too long ago, and then even what's his name? Who's the other guy? I think John Pascal or someone got into a coma or had like some brain bleeding, some crazy shit going on not long ago.
Do you nothing's changed in boxing lately? Are people just hitting harder? Is it maybe people are changing their training? Maybe they're starting they're boxing earlier. Now when they get to this point, their heads fucked up. Are they
maybe better athletes?
They're not. Maybe they're cutting too much weight now that the MMA's in the scene, and they're.
I think that's always a thing. Like we've talked about. I think
because speaking with Algieri, like boxers, boxers don't really know how to cut weight. Like they just
sweat it out. They don't.
Well, no, they just keep their weight low, so they cut like 10 pounds max.
I think just the whole.
Then us animals come in like, what? You only cut that much? Like, cut more.
Well, even like we've talked about with the gloves, they're not like people think they're pillows. Like people talk like when Malignaggi fought Artem and Malignaggi was getting shit like, oh, you fight with pillows on your hands. I remember you and Algieri saying it's not that. The knuckles are covered the same. The boxing glove weighs more because of the thumb and the fucking string and
there's padding back here that is not on
the
your
wrist
fist.
padding. That's like it's it's a similar amount of padding over your knuckles, so you're taking fucking blows to the head. It's a little different than MMA because you get the 8 counts, you get like the fucking
if anything
3-minute round.
Might even be like just a hair thinner.
Yeah, I think boxing's a very dangerous sport, and we're seeing
like
it.
there's padding like under here where your hand wraps around.
Yeah. Well, I tried to get some boxers on the show today, but they were available late, and then Tyrone said he's a little upset. His boy's in a coma right now, so he didn't want to come on the show. I was like, and I hit him with, you want to come on the show for some laughs? He was like, honestly, I'm not in a place to laugh right now. My boy's in a coma. And I'm sure you'd feel that way, too, if something like that happened to your boy or an MMA fighter.
Yeah, especially if I didn't think you were funny.
Nah, he thinks I'm funny. He's, Tyrone. He loves me and you. He's a big fan. Bro, he's a fan of Menace and The Man. He fucks with us.
Wow.
Fucks with us. Don't be a doucher. You're abusive. I got physically abused this weekend. Oh, and even that, the way you said, I think you said Joe Rogan doesn't post videos of him fucked up. Joe Rogan posts video. Joe Rogan does full shows fucked up. Joe Rogan does drugs on air.
We're just sitting there and
he does DMT, he smokes weed, and he drinks.
I don't know.
I hear you. You don't want people to think that you drink.
Well, no, I do, but like it doesn't need. I try to be more professional in my shit.
All right, I hear you. So it's noted for future reference. Did you watch One at all?
No.
You didn't see the homie Ong La Song?
I did see the finish.
You just saw the highlight of the finish.
Yeah.
That was actually like definitely fight of the month, if that's a thing. But it's up there for even like back and forth fucking brawl.
How old is Vera?
Not that old, maybe 35.
Is that it?
Yeah, he was another one.
In my head, he's like much older.
He's another one who I think was young in the UFC. Is he 37? Mighty Mouse won as well. Mighty Mouse is now, unless you count Cejudo moving up and becoming a double champ. Oh my God, Brandon Vera is 42.
Yeah, that's what. I didn't think I was wrong.
He ages like a fine wine.
I knew he was a little older.
He's old as fuck at 42.
Yeah.
Oh, so that would add me to like. That's partially not saying that's why Ung won, but he was fighting an older dude. At 42, you could beat a heavyweight. You know, that's like a heavyweight age, like 38, 39, 40. That's not a middleweight, light heavyweight age.
Well, it was at 205, right? Light heavyweight.
Yeah. And that's like when speed starts really coming into play. But Ong's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Have you ever trained with him?
Yeah, a little bit.
And how'd that go?
He was nice.
He was nice to you?
Like,
yeah. But fucking killer. I posted a thing about congratulating him. He was very sincere. He was like, "Thank you very much. I can't wait to come on the show again.
yeah,
You guys are awesome." And I was like, "No, you're awesome.
You are.
You're awesome." But a huge win for Henry Hooft. And then you didn't watch. We'll just recap UFC Tampa. And then if you don't want to wait for Ashley, we can get the fuck out of here. Unless you want to do a few. Should we do a few with Ashley and then hang up on her and like just dip on her? Be like, "Oh, Ashley, that's good. We got to go."
Oh, wow.
You know how you like deal with men and women dynamic? Let's get the ball in our court a little bit.
I'm like, Ashley, you got to fight. Come on our show. She's like, no.
Yeah. But Joanna is probably going to get the next title shot at 115 and fight that Chinese girl.
Oh, I love that.
She said after the fight publicly, she was like, the only reason I took this fight against Michelle Watterson is because they promised me a title shot afterward. So she's going to get a title shot.
She definitely got her boobs done.
1,000,000%. What do you mean? What do you think how'd they get bigger?
Oh, I'm just saying. Just pointing out.
Oh, my God, for sure.
She looks so much better.
So much better, but that's what it is. Ladies, I'll say some sexy shit right now. Ladies, if you're out there and you got a flat chest and you got the money, go get your boobs done. It'll look a lot better.
Nah.
No? You like bee stings?
No, I mean,
bee stings?
no, the thing is like, tell you what, in my older age, man, I'm becoming like a softie.
A softy
I'm
how?
not like as shallow as I once was.
Oh, yes, you are. Don't play yourself.
I'm not playing what do you mean? How am I playing myself?
Well,
no, the thing is like, you got bee stings, nice legs, and a nice.
Well, you know me. I'm a sucker for nice legs, so that's like my thing. But I always like some big boobs, too, as I'm sure most men do.
Doesn't make her. I mean, nice handfuls, nice, but.
What about like a couple? Not a handful, a couple of fingers full, like a.
I don't want a teeth twister. That's not all I want.
Yeah.
It's like, these are great.
I'm not saying Joanna looked like a 12-year-old boy before, but she didn't have anything there. So now she's got some nice voluptuous. They look like C's, nice solid C's.
Are they?
They look like they are.
Might be B's.
Well, even I think she said that. Remember how, I don't know if you read about it or saw, everyone was saying how she wasn't going to make weight?
Right.
She said that was rumors started by whoever the fuck, maybe the other camp or something. It was like mind games. And she was like, I could still make weight. And then when people were speculating, that's all the comments was, oh, I shouldn't have got that boob job. It's all that boob, you know?
Wow.
And then
she probably put 2 pounds on her body, right?
Well, I even Googled when I saw all that. I was like, how much do fake boobs weigh?
Right.
And they could weigh 16 ounces, 32 ounces each. Each.
So she may put 4 pounds.
She might have put 3 to 5 pounds on her, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's like you got to cut an extra couple pounds.
No chance. Could I get my wiener bigger and fight at 145? Like, if my wiener was going to weigh 5 more pounds and I still make 45?
I'm moving up. I fight at 155 now.
Holy shit.
I don't think a wiener weighs that much, though, does it?
I'm just saying, if it did.
If you went like porn star.
No,
big.
I'm just saying if it did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, even that, like, do they do the same thing for like a dick surgery? So with like fake boobs, they put in silicone or saline breast implants. If you get a dick fucking extension.
I'd never heard of a dick extension.
Is that a real thing?
I don't think it is.
I think there's surgeries out there.
I think there's like boner pills and like, what's the thing that Austin Power has?
The Swedish-made penis enlarger?
Yeah, I don't think there's actually surgery for a bigger wiener. I'm sure Like,
Wow.
they could. But
That's
like,
something we should get made and sell on menaceandtheman.com.
What?
Menace and the Man penis enlargers. The pump. A spoof, obviously. The joke went over your head. You're short. Happens.
I don't.
That was one of the funniest things about Austin Powers.
I know.
One Swedish-made penis enlarger.
It's not mine, baby.
And then a book by Austin Powers. My Swedish-made penis enlarger and me. By Austin Powers.
Oh, that was great. That was a great part of that movie.
That's a great movie. But
I swear, baby, it's not mine.
What was the other fight from this weekend? Joanna. Oh, and then when she busted out later on, he's like, I swear, I told you, baby, it's not mine. I was Austin Powers one year for Halloween.
Wow, I could see it. All you gotta do is have like fucked up teeth.
And glasses.
Yeah.
And I had the hair.
Yeah.
And then I wore like the...
Will you be Austin Powers this year?
Oh, I could. That'd be a good one.
I'm having a Halloween party.
You are.
Yep.
Everyone, Menace's address is... That'd be a good one.
I'd be fucking spinning back kicking people at the fucking door.
Bro, I saw one thing, like, I just watched it right before I picked you up. Uriah Hall and Derek Brunson have beef.
Okay.
So Derek Brunson apparently put out on Twitter, yo, this is Donald Trump's number. And it was Uriah Hall's number.
Wow.
Yeah. So people started hitting up fucking Uriah Hall like he was Donald Trump.
That's kind of funny.
I think that's hysterical. But at the same time, if it happens to you, you'd be like, oh, that's so fucked up. So fucked up.
It'd have to be like really annoying.
Super annoying. Anytime. Like, that's why even when we almost gave out Jake Ellenberger's number, I was like, wow, did we really just do that? That's no bueno. But so, yeah, you didn't watch this card at all, right?
No.
Oh, that was the other one. Oh, my God, yeah. You didn't watch this card, but guess who went 6 for 6 on the main card?
Menace the Man.
No, you. I differentiated. I picked Kron, and I picked Mackenzie Dern.
Yep.
And I picked Gerald Mershart. So you picked Eric Anders, you picked Frevola, you picked Amanda Ribas, you picked Nico Price, you picked Cub Swanson, and you picked Joanna.
Yep, sure did.
Well, so Menace went 6 for 6.
Wow.
It was impressive. But so Kron Gracie and Cub Swanson, like...
There's a little bit of debate in that one, no?
No, I thought Cub
Well,
Swanson...
I mean...
There could be, I guess, but
Kron saying he won.
Cub was backing up.
Kron saying he didn't lose.
Cub was backing up and on his bicycle the whole time, but it was just Kron marching forward, eating, like, horrible body shots. Like, vicious fucking right hands and left hooks to the body. And then Cub would bounce around and move around. And, like, Kron just wasn't landing hard punches. He was landing punches, but they weren't hard. And then just, like, the whole time I was screaming at the TV, like, what the fuck? Shoot a takedown. Like, he tried to pull guard, like, 3 times. And he failed all 3 times. Kron. But had he had a takedown,
right,
he would have probably fucking immediately took Cub's back when Cub tried to stand up. Like, if Kron Gracie takes you down, do you want to be on your back against him? Right. No, you're going to try to pop back up. But I was just no takedowns from Kron Gracie.
So the homie Ben Askren was saying how
jiu-jitsu guys have no takedowns.
No, like Kron will never be the top guy because his striking's not that good, and he doesn't have legit takedowns.
Yeah, and then even how
awesome is jiu-jitsu if you can't use it? Like if your wrestling's really good and you start on your feet, you can use your wrestling. So if your striking's really good and you start on your feet, you can use your striking. But if your jiu-jitsu is really good and you can't do any of the other two,
even Ben Askren was saying jiu-jitsu guys don't have takedowns. That was the headline. So the homie fucking Gilbert Burns reposted it and was like, bro, I got takedowns and I got striking. I'm going to fuck you up when I see you.
Oh, that's right. They're the same weight class.
Yeah, like Gilbert Burns, I got to find the exact tweet, but Gilbert Burns hit him like, I'm going to fight you one day and you'll see. You'll see some jiu-jitsu.
Damn.
Gilbert Burns literally he'll fight anyone.
I love Gilbert Burns right now.
Like, I'm surprised Dan Hooker pulled off that upset on him. I would call it an upset. Gilbert Burns caught him. But right now, Gilbert Burns is like retweeting, trying to fight anyone he can. Let's see what he said. He wrote, you're right. BJJ is not only about takedown, but when we do hit the ground, we submit, not like you. You never submit anybody, and when you fought at ADCC, you lost easily. When I fight you, and then he went capital letters like he's yelling, I will take you down and submit you. 2 things you cannot do to me or high-level BJJ or UFC guy.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that'd be a pretty good fight. I think Ben would struggle with Gilbert on the feet, and if he took Gilbert down, Gilbert's got a live guard.
Yeah.
I think we'll see a lot. I think Ben's jiu-jitsu's underrated because people haven't really seen it.
Because Ben didn't really fight anybody in Bellator that had like really, 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 really high level jiu-jitsu. No. He fought like just tough guys.
Yeah, MMA guys. And then I think he fought the guy Santos, who I think was, I don't know, he might have been a jiu-jitsu guy, but I think he was a Muay Thai guy when he fought in one. And the guy Santos was like beating him up on the feet. And then they had like a eye poke or accidental clash of heads or something and it wound up being a no contest. But we'll find out when he fights Damian Maia. Because him and Damian Maia is definitely going to hit the ground. I can't see those two striking because they're both not really strikers. Like, I know sometimes wrestlers, when they fight, like, cancels, like the threat of a takedown.
Now,
here's
the thing with Ben. He's the Funk. I think his camp is going to consist of him stopping stopping Maia's takedown attempts, pausing him there, and making him pay for it.
Dirty boxing.
Like, you know who did a great job from it, and I started stealing it from him, was Usman.
Against
Maia. Maia would shoot, he would stop him, keep him in the front headlock, and start punching him in the face.
Well, you know who did that first to Maia was Colby.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saw...
You didn't watch Colby versus Maia.
Right.
You watched Usman versus Maia.
Right.
Yeah, those two fights were pretty similar, except Colby actually got fucked up a little bit on the feet by Maia. Because moments when he was like not thinking Maia would throw something, Maia was like, nope, here you go. Yeah. And Maia would throw some fucking shots. Maia's got deceptively good stand-up, so we'll see how that one plays out.
Well, he's got knockouts at 185.
Yeah. Does he have any knockouts? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he does. I remember this dude early on in his career fucking winging it from the hip like a goddamn Brazilian does and sleeping in a few fools.
I don't know about sleeping.
A few fools.
I think rocking people. I don't know about sleeping people. But even, I posted one little clip, and yeah, you were right. It looked like she wasn't the same Mackenzie Dern coming back after having a kid.
I don't care. Like, I know, like, childbirth and shit and fucking, you can't have a kid and then 4 months expect to be, if you told me a year, okay.
Well, even her too, no takedowns. The whole fight, I was screaming, like, take the girl down. Try to take the girl down. No.
Oh. So why were you screaming?
You know what I mean. Oh. And no, he has no knockouts.
No?
No.
Maybe I've seen knockdowns. I don't know.
Definitely maybe a knockdown or two, and then he has some good stand-up. Like, I remember he didn't knock LaFleur down, but he caught LaFleur with a couple of good left hands. LaFleur ate them. And I think he, someone else he might have rocked and then got them to the ground. Maybe not Condon. Maybe Matt Brown. Oh, he might have knocked down Yakovlev.
I'm talking about all these fights like before he fought Ryan LaFleur. Like early, like even before I was in UFC type shit. He was in the UFC for a very long time.
Yeah, I don't know. He has no stoppages then. He has all decisions.
Go down further.
Chael. He didn't knock down Chael. He took Chael down.
Even before all that.
Nate Quarry, Jason McDonald, Ed Herman. So yeah, he might be mistaken. Unless I go home and watch his fights, but
definitely has some knockdowns though.
Yeah, he probably does. He had, like I said, deceptive stand-up. And you see, I was just throwing up Mark Munoz. So remember Chris Lieben, when Chris Lieben was at like his height?
Sure.
Mark Munoz had a win over Maia, CB Dalloway, and Damian Maia, Chris Lieben, and CB Dalloway. And then he lost to Weidman. So it was almost like a number one contender-ish fight. You know how it is.
Yep.
All right, so what do you want to do? Go a couple minutes with Ashley or wrap this up? Waiting for your reply. You fell asleep? Go ahead. Give me Ashley's number, and I'll try her. But yeah, Menace 6 for 6 on UFC Tampa. Let's see how you do on UFC Boston.
Do you remember my calls?
They're noted publicly, so we'll see what happens with it.
I can't promise I'm gonna do a lot of talking here. I'm really mad at her.
So tell her that.
I'm going to.
I'm sure she'll be okay with it.
Yeah, right.
And she'll just talk to me. No, she loves you. She's a big Menace fan. No, she's not?
Nah, probably. I don't fucking know.
Huge Menace fan. Let's see what we got here. Don't do that. My hair will go right up. No, I actually don't have anything in it. I have like pomade. Don't do that. Oh, I thought you were going again.
No, I'm not.
All right, so she didn't answer our first try. Come on, don't be that guy.
I was gonna do your shirt, but I was like, it's number 3.
It's number fucking 3. I'd be
Tracksuit.
pissed. I'd be pissed. Do you know who was gonna come on tonight? But then
No, I don't.
let me finish my sentence.
Oh, well, you asked me if I knew, and I'm telling you I don't.
But then she was training at this time, Randa Marcos.
Oh. Good old.
She's like one of those. I know you said she was a little like reserved, but I've always had a crush on Randa Marcos.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she's married.
You know, I have crushed on a lot of married women.
Oh. Sick, bro.
But then even her, like I feel like I wanted to even talk to her about it. But then it's also
About your crush on her?
No.
Oh.
About a different topic. And then it would almost like not shit on past guests we've had, but a little confrontation. Like they were really bitchy to Randa Marcos on
The Ultimate Fighter.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that.
And why?
I think because Randa Marcos is actually a little bit older, and I think she doesn't play into this whole like girls can be fake, if you will, or like oh my gosh, like I like you, and then go next. I'm like, yo, fuck that bitch. Where Randa like
keeps it real. Like
she came in here like, listen, I'm beating all of you guys up.
She was in there to win.
Yeah. I mean, that's my take on it.
I could see that.
That's my take on it.
All right, well, Ashley didn't answer the first time we called her, so I'm about to scrap her. And one thing I saw while we were talking to Matt Frevola, don't do that. Apparently John Jones, two things actually. Apparently John Jones just reached a plea agreement.
For what?
For touching the girl. Wouldn't you just fight it and say not guilty? Oh, man, I just saw this too. John Jones hit with multiple state and federal tax liens, forced to shell out $1 million in delinquent charges. Damn, John.
1 million? Does he have $1 million? Like, I mean,
he probably does.
Does he?
Yeah.
Like,
or why?
No. I'm saying like,
money?
Can you afford $1 million? Does John Jones have $1 million laying around?
I would think he might. You don't think?
I don't know, man.
He might. And then I guess this is the update I got. I got John Jones plead no contest to disorderly conduct charge from April. This is him slapping the waitress.
You know when you're drunk or you've been drinking and like you do things and you didn't think you did them that hard, but like they're harder than like you thought? Maybe that was something.
No.
Maybe he like when they give her, maybe to him he did this, but like
no,
she has a fucking huge welt on her ass.
Well, it was the charge stems from an April 19th incident of a strip club a cocktail waitress accused Jones of slapping her in the genital region.
Yeah, again, maybe went like, hey baby, and tried to fucking give her a pussy smack, but he fucking was like,
but he was like, you can't touch the strippers in the pussy region unless they say yes.
Well, I don't think you can do
and
that
then
either.
He pulled her down into his lap and kissing her neck. after the pussy slap. So this woman is accusing John Jones of a pussy slap and then grabbing her and pulling her down for a kiss. The waitress told police that Jones put her in a chokehold and picked her up off the ground and then continued to touch her until he left. Despite her asking him to stop.
Well, the thing is, like, what are the bouncers going to do? One.
Yeah.
And then two, like, don't serve him anymore. Like, go home.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too, did you see the homie Ali Abdelaziz punched Abe Kawa?
I did see he got some charges against him.
Ali's apparently in some legal trouble with the Las Vegas Police Department. Anthony Pettis' wife, like, put a statement against him. Apparently, he walked up to Abe Kawa and was like, "Abe, can I?" There's
another
prominent manager,
right,
who manages Jorge Masvidal and a lot of good guys. He's Malky Kawa's brother, who manages a lot of NFL players and whatnot. First round management. They got us Jared Cannonier last week. We've talked to them about getting a few other guys on the show, but apparently Ali said, "Can I talk to you for a second?" Abe walked up to him. They walked up to each other, whatever, and Ali punched him in the face. And then security, police separated them, and now apparently Ali is facing some criminal charges because of it.
Is there any reason to the rhyme?
I don't know. Beef between managers.
I mean, is that a real thing? My manager went so, "Oh, hey, what's up, man? Hey, man, everything's good, all right." Like,
here's what it is, and I have a lot of respect for Abe Kawa. I've met him before. I've met Malky. They both will, like, take our number, we'll get guys on the show, whatever. Ali, similar. Ali gets us guys for the show occasionally, but, like, similar to the Usman Colby situation or any situation. If you talk enough shit, like, you can't just. We live in a world today where you could just freely talk shit, right? Ooh, what do you got? Something nasty coming up. We live in this world today where, like, people think they can freely talk shit with no repercussions.
Right.
If you don't want to potentially get punched in the face or smacked or assaulted in a fucking buffet line or anything like that, don't say anything.
I could go for a buffet right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too. But don't say anything.
Yeah, I agree. Now, the thing is like, the guy who got smacked up, like, he grew up in the early 80s. Yep. Right? Yep. Late 70s, where, like, I feel like he should know, hey, you think he'd adjusted to the times?
Like, Ali's
not even from the US of A.
Well, even, like, you've told me and a few people, Ali's a scary dude. He's intense.
He can be.
He's intense. So, like, he also doesn't have, like, that filter of, like, where he's going to bullshit or call the cops or... It's almost like a fucked up thing, because what I feel like it does is it overwhelms the media cycle with negative shit, and then it almost puts us in the position of, like, we're the media supposedly now, where, like, people think we just want to get people on the show to ask them shit about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I don't give a fuck. Yeah. My thing is just don't say anything and nothing's going to happen to you. Or if you say some shit, be ready when someone gets in your face. Right.
For example, like, if I'm driving and you beep your horn at me aggressively and you hold it, you'd better be ready to fight. That's what I feel like.
Yes.
So if you say some shit or you're beeping your horn, you should be able to back that action or those words up. Or if you can't, or you feel like you can't back them up, like, zip it.
Every single person I've ever said boo about, any fucking thing, if they walked in here right now and, like, I heard you said this, Stanley, I'm like, all right, I gotta go, Menace. Here's my ass whooping, or I'm about to fuck this dude up. One of the two things is gonna happen.
Sames.
Yeah, like, don't say anything if you don't want the repercussions of what might come from that. Yeah. If you say fucked up shit about someone, there's a chance when you see them, it's on.
Yeah. Like, for a long period of time, like, I didn't talk shit about my dad or my older brother because they could kick my ass. But now, hey, Dad, you're overweight, okay? And Dean, you need more muscle.
Ooh. Dean,
catch his hands.
Bro, I've talked to Dean, and we've talked to Dean. Dean still thinks he'll get that dub.
I know. Yeah. He thinks he's got a swinging chance.
Mm-hmm. Dean loves when he heard the term puncher's chance, he was like, that's me. That's me.
Well.
Yeah, so you want to just wrap it up here? We'll forget about...
We got to watch it, too.
We can go into a boxer right now, but we'll just wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll save him for next week.
Yeah.
All right, hit him with your.
Well, see you later.